Hey everyone, it's Norm from Tested here at Maker Faire 2024, and I am so delighted to meet Laura Mathews, artist and puppet maker here from the UK.
Yes, all the way.
Your second year at Maker Faire,
Yeah.
bringing a new puppet, a dragon puppet this year.
My latest puppet, yeah.
Wow. So I've been watching you puppet this before some of the presentations, interacting with the attendees here. The movement is so beautiful.
Thank you
and
so much.
so lifelike. Tell me about this puppet in particular and the journey to get to her design.
So I started another dragon puppet in 2018. It was a bit smaller, the hand controls were different, but I wanted to make them so that they could be universally used. The hand controls were like bespoke fitted to my hand. So it was like other people couldn't use it. It was like my very own dragon. But I've reworked the controls with my other Phoenix puppet. I've worked out like a big lever is basically the solution to the main problem of puppeting it. And yeah, so
It looks like it's both two hands or one hand.
we
Mostly
can-
two hands? You can
It's
hold
mostly
it.
two hand,
Ah,
mostly two
okay.
hand. So I'm super obsessed with biological mechanics. It's like
Yeah.
something I've just always been fascinated by is like the secrets of how like animals move around and like bones and tendons and ligaments. So recreating that with linkages. And I do a lot of designing like initial sketches, and then I will turn that into vector designs and then laser cut and then carved. So it's kind of a combination of contemporary and traditional making methods.
And obviously the dragon is the aesthetic of dragon where the wings are the front limbs. There's no
Yes.
additional arms. So
Yeah,
you're really thinking them as kind of the arms.
Yeah, I don't buy the four-legged dragon.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense like biologically to me. So yeah, she's just got two legs. So technically a wyvern, and everyone's always like, it's not a dragon, it's a wyvern. It's like, yeah.
Tell me about this bespoke control mechanism. I see that there are aspects of this that look like they're analogous to where
Yeah.
the strings are attached to the dragon. But
So-
what are the different functions?
So if you look at the elbow joint,
Mm-hmm.
that's where the string pulls in for this big lever pulls those in.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then this is up and down.
yes.
And so combining those two, I can get like a realistic
Right,
flight cycle.
right.
And then just to be a bit extra, I've got control over the very tips.
Wow. Okay, so you have like wrist, elbow, plus your shoulders, basically.
Yeah.
Those three joints
Yeah.
in this movement.
Yeah. And then the head, I've got this lever where it comes up and down, and I can lock that off if I need to.
Wow.
And then,
And so even as you lock off, you get a swivel. And so
yeah,
you
it's kind of gravity will give her a little bit of head movement. And then I've got a little button on the side that I can
Yes.
pull for her mouth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this a design that's completely unique to the style of puppets that you design?
Yes.
Every puppet maker seems like they have.
do their own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I couldn't find any other puppet makers that were really doing the wings. So people will do like wings in and out, that's quite common, or wings up and down, that's quite common, but I wanted that really realistic like flight cycle that would mean it could actually fly, it would actually be scooping air underneath.
Laura, you said you brought a phoenix last year. You have
Yes.
a dragon this year. This another iteration of one of your dragons. With every character and creature, are you changing proportions? Are you changing the different mechanics?
Yeah,
How do you think of your iterative process?
every design like brings a new technique. Like the eyes on this one are 3D printed, and I'll let you in a secret. If you look inside the head, you can see the tubes.
Yes.
So the pupils actually have tubes like going down into them, so you get a really kind of like lifelike depth to the eyes.
Right.
And the teeth are 3D printed, so they're like nice and sharp. So I try not to bite people. And yeah, it's combining like all different sort of making methods. All the gold is UV gel cure nail varnish, because it's like got that real nice like tappy sort of finish to it. Yeah, so I just keep going.
And even though you're sketching it out and you're doing some of the stuff in CAD in the computer, like the mechanisms, the movement, none of that comes together until you've put it together.
Yes.
Until you've actually figured out the length of string and
Yeah.
how all the proportions were.
Like how far my hands pull in kind of
Yeah.
dictates how big the wingspan is. The Phoenix, for example, it was a little bit too big to fly. Like the wingspan was a little bit bigger than
Right.
my arm could reach, but it was so fun to just like swoop around and be a Phoenix. So this one's a little smaller just to make it a bit more easy to get around and to fit in a flight case.
How mindful do you have to be of your own hand ergonomics and how much strain you're putting on yourself?
Initially it's kind of difficult, but the muscle, like I've got one really strong arm, basically.
And a lot of puppeteers who are holding up puppets.
Yeah, just the one limb. Yeah, but it becomes like muscle memory. It becomes very fluid. Like I know how to fly her because I've designed her, and so everything I do is like worked with my own kind of hands, my own muscles. So it's fun.
And even though it's your same arm, same two hands, or puppeteering, does every creature, every character you make feel like has a different personality?
Oh,
the way
yeah,
they
definitely.
Fly?
Yeah, so I make these for commissions as well, and each one is slightly different. Each one, like I think because I carve them, so they've got a uniqueness. So although the laser cut design is the same or similar, each one's like hand finished and has a little bit of like its own personality in it.
And as you're communicating with the people, your patrons who are commissioning these designs, how do you relate to them the best way they can puppet? What advice do you give them?
I made a video. I made a how to fly your dragon video. So it's got like step-by-step instructions and like your hand goes here. This is where you pull the string. So yeah, I think it. Once you get the hang of it, it's not that difficult. It's just learning which finger does what and which.
Do you have these passive things that you're always doing with the characters when they're just looking around?
Yeah.
Just like subconsciously,
Just like
it is always doing a little bit of movement.
A little bit of something.
Oh wow, that does so much to help it feel like it's alive.
I like the little tail flick.
Oh yeah. Can we get a quick demonstration of it flying around?
Absolutely.
I love how considered and deliberate these movements are as they're combined.
Thank you very much.
Wow. And then I see that you always have it. Wow. That last little bit of lunging. Do you study videos of other creatures? See how they're...
Yeah, so I've looked at bats' wings a lot for this one, and then sort of a general mammalian back limb, really. So it's got linkages in the legs as well. So the toes fold as the legs fold.
Oh my gosh. It's so wonderful. What do you have going forward as your next creatures, next puppet? What's the thing you want to explore next?
A unicorn.
A unicorn,
yes,
okay.
Because a lot of bipedal puppets, quadrupedal puppets, I don't know if you'll get this, but like they'll move like one leg with another leg, but I want to be able to control them individually to be able to do all the different gaits. So a unicorn, and I can like walk, trot, canter, do jumps, and like move it really precisely.
You're studying those Moorbridge leaping, galloping horses.
Yes, absolutely.
Exactly
I love that. Yeah.
how they're running.
Yes.
Oh, amazing, Laura.
So I've got an idea of how to do it, but it's not done yet. But it's in the works. Maybe next year I'll be back with it.
That's exactly it. Next year we hope to see you here.
Yeah,
it's lovely to meet
so
you,
much.
Laura.
It's so good to meet you too. Yeah, thank you
so
very
much, and lovely to meet your dragon as well.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching that video. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you we have some excellent merch. We have a 5-pack of demerit badges for sale right now at tested/store.com. We've got the I hung it off of level demerit badge, the I built the chair backwards demerit badge, the I hit my thumb with a hammer demerit badge. We've got the stapler in my finger demerit badge, and my favorite, I stuck the duct tape to itself demerit badge. Get yours now, tested/store.store. Tested-store. Tested. It's right here. There. Just click there.